Ladies, welcome to this module. And this part of the module is really about the affirmations, the habits, and specifically how to live within the code. Now, we know that our biggest enemies at times is our minds. We commit self-sabotage, we tell ourselves things, and some of the time these things doesn't allow us to take consistent action, even though you know you should be taking consistent action. And obviously, if you live by a code, and if you really change your reality and really decide to transform, it's much easier when you have some sort of internal rules. Then whether or not you have internal conflict with yourself, you follow the rules, right? If you do follow this simple principle for a long period of time, that will really take you to a different level. That will shift your identity, it will rewire your brain, your unconscious brain. And obviously, it's going to be much easier to stay consistent when you make these things part of your life. Now, we're breaking it down each one by one, which obviously these are almost like affirmation, positive thinking, and code things that you should live your life by, and it's going to make things a lot easier. On the bottom after that, you'll see the habits instead, in which there are more like patterns and routines we should adopt. But obviously, what does it mean to live within the code? It means that first and foremost, you have to stop finding excuses not to take action. In this day and age, we are led to believe that watching a webinar, listening to a podcast, reading a book is actually taking action. You might learn a thing or two, but you're not really doing any real action when it comes to getting close to your results. Second thing, you need to be resourceful. Like, there is no really any stupid question in the world, but there is always many times asking things all over again, the same things all over again. There is this idea, this thirst of guidance, instead of you actually taking action when you don't know necessarily what to do. You go into the unknown, but you take action every single time. So be resourceful. This is one thing you need to live your life by. Be impeccable with your word. If you say you're gonna do something, then do it. If you're not sure whether or not you wanna do something, then don't say it. Okay? Because when you say, we both know that when you say I'm not sure, that means you're not gonna do something. But when you say I am, that means I am gonna do something. When you say I try, it means you're not gonna do something, right? So be impeccable with your word, and rather than say something and not doing it, then don't say it and don't promise it. Try everything, at least one, without belief. This is an important one because I cannot stress enough the fact of people telling me, oh, I shouldn't try diet with carb, I should eat low carb, I should eat low fat, I shouldn't eat protein, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. And all it is really a belief system that is being ingrained into you, much like you saying, I can go below a certain kilo on the scale. That's a belief system you have that once you break that belief system, magic happens. So try at least one without questions. Love yourself enough to care. Another thing that I keep hearing all the time. I want to change myself so that I can love myself, so that I can appreciate myself. Stop trying to fix yourself so that you can start loving yourself, but love yourself enough in the moment so that you can do those boring yet useful things on a daily basis that will change your life. And last but not least, be selfish. Prioritize yourself, because if you don't love yourself first, you're not going to be able to help others. And again, if you don't help yourself and love yourself and be selfish enough to prioritize yourself, and you prioritize everybody other than you, you're not going to necessarily take the repetitive action needed for you to change your life. So live your life by the code, because this will make less likely for you to fall off track.